Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am going to be testing a bunch of new makeup, at least makeup that is new for me, things that I have been accumulating and saving up just to test out in today's video. I have a bunch of new goodies from Sephora, drugstore brands, high-end brands, Shop Miss A, a couple things that were sent to me as well. Just a whole wide variety and range of products that I've been saving to test out with you guys in today's video. If you could see this Muji drawer right here, this top drawer, and then this like little stack of products right here is all brand new product to me that I have yet to test out. So let's go ahead and jump on into it. I really hope that you guys enjoy, and if you want to test out some new makeup together, make sure to keep on watching. I'm going to start off with primer spray today. I picked up the Rare Beauty Always an Optimist 4-in-1 mist. It says a glowing boost mist that hydrates, primes, sets, and refreshes the skin. If you guys can see it right there. I really wanted to try this out. I love Rare Beauty from what I have tried from them. I love anything glowy and dewy nowadays. And I took myself on a little mini shopping spree on my birthday a couple weeks ago. So I figured I would test this out, and you can't go wrong with a good spray, honestly. So this is what it looks like. Love this packaging. It's super sleek. I love everything about Rare Beauty's packaging. I have mentioned that on my channel before. But I'm going to use this today as both like a priming spray as well as on the top of my makeup when it's all set and done. So far it feels nice. I feel like there's not much to say until you kind of put your makeup on, see how your makeup applies on the top of it. The one thing right off the bat is the scent of this is very like earthy. What's the word I'm looking for? Not earthy. Herbally. It definitely has like that earthy herbally scent to it. So definitely something if you guys are picky about scent. I don't know if you would love it. It's definitely not my favorite scent. You guys know I prefer everything to be like completely unscented. Next up, I've been saving this for a while. I think I've had this since July or maybe like early August when I did my last Shop Miss A haul. This is their AOA Studio Hold My Brow Clear Long Wear Brow Soap. I haven't never used something like this, but I knew this was something that I had to save to test out on camera only because I don't know how this is going to go. I have never ever used a brow soap before. I have absolutely no idea how this is going to turn out. I don't know if I should soap before or after I fill them in. I'm thinking before because I feel like if I do it after, it's just going to kind of wipe away all of the product that I used to fill in. But I don't know. We're just gonna wing it. So I'm going to go back in with the Rare Beauty setting spray that I just used. I know you have to spray in here because it's actually like a hard soap. And then you just like rub your spoolie in it, and then it starts to get foamy. Am I doing this right? Am I gonna ruin my eyebrows right now? Do you guys see how it's kind of like foaming up? And then you just brush your eyebrows and shape them how you want. Oh wow, it actually does make them look really fluffy. Let me zoom in a little bit. Oh wow. I definitely see a difference in like the fluffiness and how thick this eyebrow looks in comparison to the one that I didn't do. Okay, I honestly don't know if I did that correctly. I feel like this eyebrow came out a lot better than this one. I don't know why. Honestly, this usually is my better eyebrow anyway, so that just could be why. Wait, or is this one my better eyebrow? I don't know now. If you guys have any tips on soaping your brows, definitely let me know. I definitely feel them like a little thick. They're hardening up a little bit. I don't know if I used too much product possibly. Just because this was my first time testing it out, I don't know if this maybe has a little bit of a learning curve to it. But I'm going to try to fill them in how I normally would now. Even though I do feel like doing that brow soap, I probably will have to fill them in less because they are like thick, they are shaped, they are sculpted. So I'll probably just go in lightly with my brow pencil and kind of fill in any sparse spots. The soap is flaking really bad. So far with the Hold My Brow AOA Studio Brow Soap, I'm definitely seeing both the pros and cons of using this type of product. For the pros, I feel like my eyebrows look thicker. I feel like they just look nice and shaped. I feel like they required less filling in because of that. Cons, it's definitely like a little bit waxy feeling. My eyebrows feel heavy, like I could actually feel my eyebrows on my face, and I feel like just looking at me up close like this, you can kind of tell that my eyebrows are just like a little bit waxy looking, but I love how shaped and sculpted that they look. So I have been just using a clean dry spoolie just to kind of brush out some of the excess soap to hopefully make them just a little bit less crunchy. They are very kind of like hard and sticky right now. For eyeshadow today, I'm so excited to be testing out Colourpop and Powerpuff Girls collaboration. This was gifted to me for my birthday. I am so excited to use this. This is just so adorable. Definitely something that I was eyeing, but I don't think I would have ever purchased myself. I used to love the Powerpuff Girls so much when I was little. This right here is what the inside of the palette looks like. I feel like this is so cute. This is definitely so up my alley in the sense that it's colorful yet wearable, fun, but you could still kind of tone it down. The palette definitely has a nice weight to it. I feel like usually Colourpop palettes are kind of more on the lightweight side, but it has a really great weight to it. I love the really large mirror in here too that takes up the whole top flap, so you get like a nice big mirror. Usually Colourpop cardboard palettes don't have mirrors, so I'm super happy that they included one inside of this palette. Overall, all these colors are amazing. I definitely want to dip into every single one of them. I'm not sure what color I'm going to go for. I need to swatch these shimmery shades right here. Oh my gosh, look at these. So much fun for the summertime. I'm just like going in and swatching all of these right now because they're so pretty. It also comes with these gorgeous neutrals. Also so up my alley, you guys already know these like champagne-y, sparkly, peachy shades. When it comes to Colourpop formula, I know like 9 times out of 10 it's going to be a hit, but let's go ahead and jump on into this palette. I'm going to take the neutral brown shade up here that is called Crime Fighting. It has the cutest little heart stamp in it. Wow, very powdery on initial dip into the pan. If you guys can see right there, when I dip my brush in, there's definitely some kickback, but to me that usually means it's just a pigmented eyeshadow, so it's just kind of like a trade-off. And I'm just going to start with this as a basic transition shade. Honestly, most of the time, even if I do incorporate some color, I will always start off with one of these mid-tone brown shades. And this one has like that slight warmth to it, which I really love. Amazing formula on this shade right off the bat. As I said, Colourpop eyeshadows are always just so good. I think for today's look, just based off of past colorful looks that I've done in the past, I know I've worked with lots of blues and greens. I think I'm going to stay more on like this half of the palette here with the oranges and the pink shades. And I think next I'm going to go into this like orangey shade down here called Girls Rock. And I'm going to start working this into the crease. Also some kickback on the pan, if you guys can see. When you dip your brush in, it is very, very pigmented. And I'm going to pop this right in the crease as well, just a little bit lower than that transition. And start building it up right inside the crease. You guys know I pretty much do all of my looks with the same technique. Just change up the colors because this is what I like best on my eye shape. Oh, this is so good too. It's like a watermelon. It's somewhere in between an orange and a pink. I would say watermelon is like the perfect way to describe this kind of shade. I really hope that this is translating on camera like it is in person. This is truly a neon eyeshadow. Like this is so neon, pinky orange watermelon right now. It is crazy how much color this shade is giving off. It is amazing. Now for my lid shade, sticking with the orange, I'm going to take the orange shade in here, the sparkly shade. It almost looks kind of like a creamsicle. Yeah, definitely gives me creamsicle vibes, but I'm going to start patting this on my lid with my finger. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. Oh, wow. You guys, wow. It is definitely by far one of the best lid shades that I've tried in the sense that it is smooth, intense, but you're not getting any fallout. And it just goes on so nice with just my finger, no spray or anything like that. I am going to test it out with a brush, only because my nails are a little long and it's hard to get right in the inner corner. So I'm just taking it on this AOA Studio E131, just to press it right on my inner corner there. Loving this so far, you guys. Now that all those shades are down, I think I'm gonna try out at least one more shade in here for now on the top half of my lid. I think I am going to go in with the hot pink down here. This is called the Fashionistas. Also extremely powdery and extremely pigmented. If you guys can see right there on the bottom, and lots of color picked up on the brush. I'm just going to tap a little tiny bit of this on the outer corner, just to try it out. Ooh, I think that looks really cool. So far, out of all of these shades that I tried in this Powerpuff Girls and Colourpop palette, I think this looks so good. Everything applied so smoothly. I still see each individual color. It was just very easy to create this colorful eye look, which is what I am all about. I love working with products that are easy to use and just kind of like foolproof. You don't have to do anything extra to make them work. So far 10 out of 10. If you guys did see my last Shop Miss A haul, I picked up 2 of these AOA Studio gel eyeliners. One is in this really gorgeous like sky blue shade, which I'm not going to use today. I don't think it would go with this look too well, but I do think I'm going to use a little bit of this shade called Dance Fever, which is this gorgeous hot pink deep berry type of gel liner. And by the way, these for the exact product name are their Neon Buttercream gel liner and shadow. So you could probably use this as an eyeshadow base as well if you really wanted to. And I'm typically not the best with gel liner, so this might be a bad idea. Oh, wow, I'm actually so proud of myself, you guys. I think that this came out so good. And I honestly did that in like one stroke across the eye, which is super impressive. I'm not going to take it all the way in. I don't like taking my top eyeliner all the way to the front of my eye. I feel like it just closes my eyes a little bit too much. But oh my gosh, I don't know how I'm going to get these even. I don't know why every time I finish my winged eyeliner, I feel like I have to take my hair down to see if it's actually even. I actually think it looks pretty good. I'm not mad at the state that it's in right now. It's not 100% even, but also if I do kind of keep messing with it, I don't want it to get just like bigger and bigger and more crazy of a wing. But honestly, for someone who hasn't worn winged eyeliner, nonetheless worked with a gel eyeliner, I want to say in over 2 years now, I feel like it's not bad. Honestly, for $1, I think it's really great. I love the color. It is very like neon and bright. It's definitely popping off of the eyeshadow as well. So I'm excited to play around more with these now that I know that the formula is pretty easy to work with. I do wish it had a little bit more playtime and a little bit longer of a dry time to it, but honestly, I feel like it looks really, really great. And like I said, for someone who hasn't done winged eyeliner or gel eyeliner in like 2 years, I'm really happy with the results and I think it looks really fun. I really love these. So really quickly before we move on, I want to give a quick shout out to Miss Swiss. They have been sending me their stuff for a couple months now, just like makeup cases and brush holders and stuff like that. And she recently just launched her own makeup line. So congratulations. I think that is so exciting. There are a couple of things I'm going to test out today, a couple of things I'm not, just because they either don't go with my look or I already kind of used the same type of product. Right now I am going to be testing out their 3D mascara because this is the only new mascara that I have to test out today. This is what it looks like. Oh, it's definitely like, it's a little bit smaller than I thought it would be. It is, I think, smaller than your traditional mascara. let me see here, like next to something like the Essence Lash Princess. It's a little bit shorter, but I also think that makes it so cute for travel, which completely makes sense for the Miss Swiss brand. If you guys haven't seen their items before, they do like travel cases, travel brush cases and stuff like that. Let's test it out because I am pretty picky with mascara, honestly. I've been using the same couple of mascaras for years. I'm super picky when it comes to testing out brand new ones. Initial thoughts on this mascara, it's a little bit wet and stringy for my liking, and now I don't know if you guys can see, I've been kind of working on building it up for a little while now, and it's still not giving me that much length. So far, it's not my favorite mascara formula. I'll even show you guys, like when it first comes out of the tube, if you guys can see, it's just very wet, it's very stringy, and it's kind of just building up on my lashes, but not giving me much length. So I was just off camera finishing up my mascara, and I'm also here with foundation as well. I don't have a new foundation to test out today, but I do have a new concealer. I am so excited to be testing out the Rare Beauty Liquid Touch Concealer. I've had the foundation for a couple of months, which I absolutely love. I haven't worn it because I only have it in a winter shade, and I am pretty tan right now. I did recently start self-tanning, which is a conversation for a different video. I definitely want to do a video when I kind of get into self-tanning more and like show you guys my routine. I've only done it once or twice. I've done it twice now. I feel like I haven't perfected my self-tan routine, but hopefully once I do, I could go ahead and share that with you guys because I've been really loving it. So as I said, for concealer, I picked up the Rare Beauty Liquid Touch Brightening Concealer. I picked it up when I picked up their Dewy Setting Spray here. So this says it is a moisturizing buildable concealer that melts seamlessly into the skin for an undetectable cake-free coverage. I picked it up in the shade 210N. This is darker than the foundation that I have. I think I have that in 190N, but for summer, as I said, I needed something a little different that would match me. Just shaking up this formula a little bit. If you guys haven't seen the concealer, it is so cute. It looks pretty much just like a mini version of the foundation with the little knob at the top. It has the large doe foot, which is actually, I actually haven't looked at this doe foot that up close. It has kind of more of like a skinny applicator. If you could see in comparison to other concealers, it kind of has that tapered triangular tip, which I think is really cool to kind of swipe it right under the eye. Just to give you guys a shade comparison, I will swatch it up against the foundation that I have. It is just like a hair darker and has a little bit of a different undertone. So this right here is 190N in the foundation, and then here's 210N in the concealer. I definitely wish I had a foundation in this shade as well. Even, I don't know, I just feel like I like the undertone a little bit better. 190N is a little bit too yellow on me, but it is a good lightness, I guess you could say, for the winter. But I just really love the undertone of 210N. I feel like it's actually way more neutral than 190N, which is a little yellowy. But let's go ahead and try out the Rare Beauty concealer. I don't know how much I'm going to need. Oh my god, I love this applicator. Love this applicator. It is like the perfect size to just like swipe some on, and it carries like a really nice amount of product. I don't want to go too heavy right off the bat, but let's go ahead and see how this looks. Wow, so far that's very easy to blend. It's a very lightweight, creamy formula. Very thin too on the face. It's a lot thinner than like my hydrating camo concealer, which that one's not super thick, but this one is even more thin, which makes it even easier to blend out. But at the same time, I don't think it has as much coverage as something as the hydrating camo. So far it is looking a little bit more natural. This is so pretty. I really love how the formula looks so far. As I just said, it is a little bit more on the natural side. I do think for a makeup look like this, I am going to go in with a little bit more. But the actual appearance of my under eyes is so smooth and dewy. It's really pretty under the eye. I like this a lot. So I feel like this would be really great for those lighter makeup days. But I'm just going to go in with a little bit more here and see if I can build it up. Again, just because I do have on more eyeshadow. All right, and here's what the concealer is looking like with another layer under the eye. I am loving this right now. I think it looks so great. It is so lightweight and dewy and natural, but with the 2 layers, it is giving me a nice amount of coverage. So far, this is a huge hit as well. It is going to have some time to set underneath my eyes before I powder, because in today's video, I'm also going to be testing out finally the ELF Putty Bronzer. I have been waiting months and months and months to get my hands on one of these and to test it out here on my channel. With the putty products, I have the Putty Primer Applicator from ELF, so I think I'm just going to scoop some of this. I don't know. I really don't know the best way to apply this. I'm going to put some on the back of my hand first. Maybe something like a brush like this, like the Fenty foundation brush, just to kind of place it. It's very like light and airy texture as well, just like all of the other putty products. Definitely moussey. I don't know, honestly, I'm kind of scared to go in like this, but maybe this is the best way instead of actually scraping the product out. So I'm just kind of roughly just stamping it on my face in areas where I want to bronze. And then I'm just going to go back in with my foundation sponge and start kind of pressing over it to blend it out. Honestly though, the Fenty brush is working pretty well. This is a really nice kind of density for those cream products. But so far, this putty bronzer is giving me a very, very easy time bronzing up the skin. And I think it looks so gorgeous. I'm very, very happy with the formula on this so far. Definitely one of the easier cream bronzer, cream contour formulas that I've tried. It looks extremely, extremely natural. I'm really loving these 2 new products together. They're a really good match. Like, they mesh together really nicely on the skin. Finishing on my eyes now, going back in with the Powerpuff Girls palette. I think I'm going to take just a mixture of the pink and the orange that I put on my eyes. Just run that underneath. Let me use the palette since it has this nice mirror. To highlight my inner corner, I'm going to take this shade up here called Utonium. Is that short for Professor? Was that a character in the show? I honestly don't remember. It's been a really, really long time since I watched the Powerpuff Girls. Ooh, okay, wow. That's very, very bright, but gorgeous and perfect for highlighting the inner corner. All right, so I just finished up my eyes with some lower lash mascara, and I have some new blushes as well from the Powerpuff Girls collection, which are both adorable. The packaging as well is so cute, if you guys can see. There are 2 different shades here. One is a peach and one is more of a purpley pink, I believe. This one's adorable. This one is called Saving the World. This shade is perfection, definitely like a stunning pigmented peachy shade. I definitely see myself using this one a lot. I will probably use this one more so than the other one. This one is gorgeous, don't get me wrong, in the shade Fighting Crime, but it's just not something that I think I would wear all of the time. This is going to be more for like those save it for certain looks type of shade. You know what I mean? Where it's like bright and you want that cool tone purple, bright blush. This one I'm definitely going to save for a different look and kind of keep it intact until then. But I definitely want to use the other one today. Again, this one is called Saving the World, and I think it's going to match with the pinky orange that we have on the eyes today. Ooh, yes. It's very, very pigmented, so I would say be careful. Ooh, look, I already put too much on. Definitely be more light-handed unless you like a lot of blush. Now for highlighter, since I don't have like an actual highlighter to test out, I think I'm going to go in with the same shade that I used to highlight my inner corner from the Powerpuff palette, Professor Utonium. And use this as my highlighter today. It's one of my favorite hacks to use eyeshadow as highlighter. I'm very excited to go back in with the Rare Beauty Dewy Spray on top of my makeup now. I honestly don't feel like it made a huge difference underneath my makeup by the time I did like foundation, concealer, powder. I didn't see a huge difference because I went in with so many layers. I feel like on a light face of makeup, if you just do like a BB cream, this would definitely give it that more like luminous dewy look. But I'm curious to see, since now I powdered and I am a little bit more matte, if this will bring some of that dew back. It's a really nice fine mist too, which I like. All right, so I just gave the setting spray like about 30 seconds to a minute to kind of set in, and I'm definitely seeing the dewiness on top of my foundation. It kind of reminds me of the Catrice illuminating spray, how you see that like instant luminosity after you spray it on. Hopefully you guys can see on camera, but I see such a big difference in my skin. I feel like it makes everything look more natural. Now that I have the spray on the skin, it is really, really pretty. For lip liner, I do have new lip liners to test out, just the shade, not the formula. I picked up 2 more of some of my favorite lip liners, the LA Girl Perfect Precision eyeliners from Ulta. These are only $3 each and they are absolutely amazing. So I picked up my favorite pretty much all year round lip liner in the shade Sugar and Spice. I use this with seriously like every single lipstick. It's just like my go-to lip liner. Mine is getting low, so I picked up a backup. But I also ended up picking up the shade Flesh, which is in comparison to Sugar and Spice here, just a little bit lighter, a little bit more of like a pinky neutral shade, which I kind of am missing that like true pale nude in my lip liner collection. I know that sounds crazy, but I have so many lip liners, but everything is either like that brownish Sugar and Spice vibe, like Kylie Jenner lip, or it's more on the peachy side. So I wanted something more just like flesh toned, which hopefully this is what I was looking for. These lip liners are just so good. They are incredible dupes for MAC lip liners if you guys are ever looking for one. Now for the rest of my lip products, I'm going to be testing out the Miss Swiss matte liquid lipstick as well as the Miss Swiss lip gloss. So this is their matte liquid lipstick in the shade Cassidy. So up my alley, just looks like a stunning nude shade. When they emailed me and said that they wanted to send me their makeup line, I just said send me all of the nudes and neutrals because you guys know that is what I love. I do believe they have some like colorful and bold shades as well, but I always like to play it safe with my neutrals. Ooh. Okay. This smells really good. It smells kind of like vanilla mint combined maybe. This is a stunning color and it is so perfect for the eye look as well right now. How is it that this is literally the only new lip product that I have to test out today and it matches the eyeshadow look that I did absolutely perfectly, and it is very comfortable so far. Liquid lipsticks are definitely something that I'll kind of have to keep on a little while, see how it wears, see how it feels when I'm eating. Sometimes they get a little like crusty and uncomfortable if they start breaking down when I'm eating. But right off the bat, it's very thin. It's very, very comfortable. Even though I really like the matte lip with this eye look, I want to test out their gloss. And this is in the shade Lily. It's a very pretty like nudish pink shade. It looks a little bit lighter than the liquid lipstick and a little bit more cool tone. If you could see right there. It's a nice formula. It's not sticky at all, which is always amazing with the lip gloss. And honestly, if you guys see me wearing this lip combo every single day, don't be surprised with the new lip liner as well, the Miss Swiss liquid lipstick and the lip gloss, because it is gorgeous. All right, you guys, so that is everything. That is all the new makeup that I had to test out for you today. I am so happy with how this look turned out. I am so happy with so many of these new products. I feel like I liked pretty much everything. The only thing that I was just a little bit iffy about earlier in the video is the Miss Swiss mascara. It's definitely not my favorite, but like I said, I'm not ready to write it off right away. Sometimes these mascaras just need a little bit of time to kind of just dry up when they're fresh out of the tube. It's just a little bit too wet and stringy. But honestly, I am so pleasantly surprised with everything else from the dollar products that we tested out today, like the brow soap. I think that turned out really great. I don't feel it anymore. It's not like sticky or anything. It really set down nicely, so that's a huge hit for me. I love the neon buttercream liner as well, this pink liner that we have going on. Everything is just so good. The lip combo that we just did is great. And then also, of course, the Colourpop eyeshadow palette. I do also have the Colourpop roller lip gloss, but I feel like this is just a clear gloss, something that I'm going to throw in my purse or my bag. Probably not something that's going to be different than other roller lip glosses, I guess you could say, that we've tried in the past, but I figured I would show you guys this set. It's super cute, and they're watermelon, green apple, and raspberry. I really love this palette. Colourpop formula is amazing. It was really fun to play around with. I love that the lighter shade could double as a highlighter on my face. Just overall a great and successful eyeshadow day. I don't always have success when playing around with color, but this look is a huge hit in my book. And then of course I also really enjoyed the new Rare Beauty products. The Dewy Spray and the Liquid Touch Concealer look really great on the skin. I overall love the base today in combination with the Putty Bronzer. So just so many good things that we tested out today. Oh, also the Powerpuff Girls blush. I love this peachy shade. How many times can I say love in this video? All in all, I definitely feel like this testing new makeup was a success. I have so many new great gems in my collection that I'm looking forward to using every single day and implementing into my daily makeup routine. Like this lip combo is bomb, as I mentioned. I love it so much. I really hope that you guys enjoyed seeing this video and spending time with me today. If you did, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me out. Also, make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel before you leave. I would love to have you guys here as part of my little YouTube fam. If you don't want to miss out on any of my future videos, click that notification bell down below and you'll get notified every single time that I upload a new video. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys!